The time that they had a better foundation for women's wrestling than WWE, and they were focusing more on the women better than WWE was focusing on their women and the divas?
Yes, I can say that.
Giving you guys more time in the ring, at least?
Oh, yeah, we definitely had a lot of time in the ring initially. They invested. They wanted a contrast to, the other product. And so they said that they wanted their women to be wrestlers. And they actually cut, a few commercials, We're not pillow fighters, we're, ass kickers or something like that. And we focused on it. And Dutch Mantell and Scott D'Amore were the two people that headed up, and really focused on the knockout division, and cultivated it and fed it, and we were all like a group together. It was like, this is, all for one for all. It didn't start out that way. Some of the girls had a few problems with themselves, but we all got together and said, look, if we are all going to succeed, we are all going to have to do it together. And from that day forward, yeah, we were all down for one another.
Dutch Mantell was pretty much the agent for you guys?
Yes.
Okay. What are your memories of working with Dutch?
Whew. Genius. He taught me a lot. Now, because remember, I'm coming from Japan, where people couldn't explain psychology to me real well in English. It was more like point and, I had to kind of figure it out. It was like a game of charades and, a lot of watching and studying. With Dutch, that was one of the first people that, got to explain things to me. Why we were going to be doing this. And what's going to happen once you do it. And then once we would do it, exactly what he said would happen. And so I consider Dutch Mantell like a genius, an absolute gym genius.
What are some of the most important lessons that he taught you?
Don't fall off my feet for just anybody. As Kia, I'm a very giving person. I don't think my ego is as big as some others. So I'm willing to, take a lot of bumps that would probably not make sense psychologically, just to be nice, just to be a nice person, just to be nice. And what Dutch taught me was, don't fall off your feet. You're too big and strong and demanding to fall off your feet. If you are going to fall off your feet, you better build up to it.
What about Terry Taylor? Memories of working with Terry Taylor?
Hi, Terrence. Terrence! I think I drove Terry Taylor absolutely mad. Still to this day, I drive Terry Taylor mad. I'll call him every now and then. I love Terry because if there's a disagreement or if there's something going on, Terry was the person to go to. And if I had a problem, I could go to Terry and vent out my frustrations and, just wah, 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 right, and Terry would just chew his gum and look at me and, and then after I'm done, I'd be like, okay, well, you want to go over to, catering and get something to eat, and it'd be back and forth like that. He's someone I trust, someone I love, even though at times I give him a whole mouthful.